Hi everyone, welcome to Greatest Access Tutorial Ever. I'm your host Jeremy. This is episode 2.2. So 2 meaning we're still in forms, and .2 meaning this is the second video in this series, Difficulties Beginner. We're going to look more in depth, go a little bit slower on how we create our forms in Access. So I'm going to switch over to our sample database. If you don't have a sample database, I teach you how to create one starting in episodes 1.1 and then 2.1. Right now, I've cleared it out. All we have is a simple table of colors. So they just have a primary key, auto number ID, and then the color name, short text of colors. All it is a simple table. So we're going to walk through. Now, episode 2.1 was just a really fast intro into how to get the different form versions. So we're going to go a little slower, and hopefully you'll have a firm grasp on the basic form design and Access by the time we're done. So here's what we're going to do. In episode 2.2, we're going to create a regular form, continuous form, and datasheet form. It may seem like this is repeating what we did in episode 2.1, but don't worry, this will become a little more in depth. So how to create a regular form using an existing table. So we're going to go to our thing. As it says on our PowerPoint here, we're going to highlight a table, and then we're going to just click form. So let's do that now. We've clicked table colors. It is now highlighted. We're going to create tab. We hit form, and we have a really basic form. And if you remember from our previous episode, the form has three basic parts: header, detail section, footer, which on this particular form is not visible. Now, the question you may have immediately is, well, I don't know what kind of form to use, because if you remember from the last episode, there are at least three different kinds of forms. This is kind of our regular view. So when would you use the regular view of the form? It's when you need to display and edit a single record on the form, and or if you need to make a normal kind of web page or a page with lots of different functions. So in this example, we have a form that shows one record at a time. Now I'm going to go into design mode just to make things larger so you guys can see. Now immediately, by default, when you have a new form from a table, you're in this thing called arrange mode, which is really annoying, and it basically keeps everything grouped together. So what I'm going to do is disable that. You can click the arrangement. You'll see that it highlights all the kind of the controls in the detail section. So this is the detail section. If you kind of click this plus, okay, we've got everything. Go to arrange at the top, remove layout. Okay, good. Now I can move things around like I want to. So for instance, this label is called color name. I'm going to, let's say I'm going to fill in this color name with a light blue. I'm going to make the font size 18. It's going to be bold. Then I'm going to move color name under it like this. Now you'll notice if I try to move this, it moves with it, but if you grab the handle of this control at the top left corner, you can move it independently of its connected label. And I'm going to make this larger, and then we're just going to delete the ID field whatsoever. Now, if you recall from episode 2.1, I said the form may look like a table, but it is not a table. So in this instance, when I just deleted the ID field on that form, it did not mess with the table, the ID on the table. So if we go back to our, see, we still have ID in the table. We're just choosing not to display it on the form. So that's one concept you have to grasp, is that the form can display all or some of the data that it is bound to. So in this case, all I want is a form with my gigantic color name on it. I'm going to make the font even larger. And then I'm going to give the background to this nice little pink. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to give this guy yellow just because we can. I'm going to save it as FRM color single, whatever. And now that is what our delicious form looks like. We have our color name, which is not big enough to display the actual text. Let's make this larger. And we have the color that is currently the color name, blue. Notice our ID field is missing, but again, it's only missing from the form. It's still there in the table. If I hit my little arrows at the bottom right, I can flip through each one of these individually. until I get to where I can enter a new record. Now, that is when you use a regular form. You want to either display a single record, which we are doing now, at a time, and or to make a normal page with lots of functions. How do you make a normal page with lots of functions? So we're going to close our form that's tied to the table, and we're just going to make a generic form. We go to create, form design, right? We're going to make it as wide as we want, and let's say we just want to have some labels in here, and I'm just making some fake stuff up here just to show you how this can work. This is black. It's going to be underlined, and let's say we had, now labels are useful for displaying data, but not super useful compared to other things, but they're still useful. So you'll learn how to do these in future episodes. So now this is just my, let's say this is my home page here. For whatever reason, I'm going to go FRM home. Right, so now when I open home, you'll notice that I'm not displaying any kind of data related to a table. These are just 3 labels that don't do anything. And matter of fact, I can't really do anything on this form. This is just a normal kind of web page, if you would. Very useful for certain things as our database grows in complexity. So that's when you use a regular form. You either want to display a gigantic single record with maybe other extra stuff on that page, or you want to display a generic page, kind of like a web page that lets you do things. We're not there yet to make these functional, but we'll get there. So now, what's the other kind of form we need to talk about? A continuous form. Now let's make a continuous form. Now we did this in episode 2.1 very briefly, but let's do it again. So we're going to highlight the table just like we did before. Now you'll notice that it says go to the Create tab, More Forms, click Multiple Items. So highlight the item, Create tab, More Forms, so we get more form types, multiple items. Now it comes up kind of like a spreadsheet, but not really. Now we're technically in layout view. Let's just do different things. Let's go to design view to get a better idea of what's going on. So we have a header just like before, right? We can remember sometimes you'll get an arrangement. I'm going to remove this arrangement, arrange, remove layout. Thankfully, all right. So let's say I want to get rid of this. These are just labels here. Here's the data that I'm actually displaying. Let's increase the font size. So I'm going to make the font size of these like 18 just for screen purposes. Now let's scooch these up like this, make this, right? And now we're going to do form colors multiple. Now what happens when I right click and go to form view? It's showing multiple items at once. Here's what form color single looks like. I can only see a single color at a time. I can go through them individually. Form colors multiple kind of looks like a spreadsheet, but there's a big difference between this and the spreadsheet. So, or what I call a data sheet, or what Access calls data sheet rather. And here it is. So whereas before in a continuous form, these are just one row is one record, but you can make this as large as you want. So if I come down here and I say, you know what, I want the ID on kind of row 1 or above color name, and then I want to see the color name, right? When I go to form view, now ID is above the color, right? So it's kind of, I've made the detailed section. You can see this is what's called the detail section of the form. Now you'll notice that as I look through these rows, they are multiple colors, and that's just an option within the form itself. You'll learn these on the next, I think it's the next video about properties, but real quick, now remember, there are different parts of a form. So this black dot means, okay, I'm looking at things pertaining to the entire form. If I click the header, these are things over here pertaining to the header. If I click over here, there are things pertaining to detail. And you'll notice if you go to the Format tab for properties for the detailed section of the form, it says the back color is background 1, but the alternate back color is a little bit darker. And that's how you're getting those alternating row colors. So let's change this to like a blue. Right, let's hit save, and now All alternate rows are blue. If we go back to design mode, highlight the details section, we set it to background 1 or white in this instance. Now they all show up white. So that's how you can start to see the difference between continuous, which lets me do all kinds of crazy stuff. So I can make it wider. I can say, you know what, I want the color name way over here for some dumb reason. And I'm going to put a line in this form, and it's just going to act as some kind of, then I'm going to copy it. Don't worry if you don't know what I'm doing. Now, notice everything repeats. The color's way over here, the ID's way over here. I've got these nice little lines, but I can see multiple things at once. That's when you would use a continuous form, when you need lots of pretty items, multiple records as a list, pretty, lots of functionality. Each record is multiple lines at once. Can be, right? By lines, I mean you can space them out. And you don't need built-in filters. Filters being like akin to an Access spreadsheet. Now, how do you create a data sheet? Well, let's go back to our database. Let's highlight colors again, create, and you'll see right here it says create, tab, more forms, click data sheet. So here we are, table highlighted, create, more forms, data sheet. Now we are in data sheet mode. This is a form. It looks like a table, but if you remember from episode 2.1, it is, even though it looks like a table, it is not a table, it is a form that is in datasheet mode. So I'm going to save this table colors _ds, right? And so now, what's the difference between datasheet mode and continuous, or multiple mode? Notice how I can space all this stuff out. Let's see what happens when I try that in a datasheet form. So I'm going to go to design. I'm going to do this. Again, I'm going to remove the layout because it's annoying. ID field does not need to be that big, but I'm going to put the color name way over here, right? What do you think it's going to look like when I go to datasheet mode? Doesn't matter. Datasheet mode is super simple. Does not let you format the multiple lines like we can in continuous, right? I can't put the color name above the ID. It has to be all one row. So what's the use? What's the use? Why would we even want a datasheet form? Well, we can use multiple records just like continuous. It's very basic, minimal functionality. Oops, the record is only one line, but you get built-in filters automatically. So what does that mean? If I come to datasheet mode, notice the little arrows at the top, just like an Excel spreadsheet. I can filter by what color I want to see, right? I can choose filters. If I want to go to the ID and say a number filter, I want to see IDs less than 5. Oh, or did I do less than or equal to? Oh yeah, less than or equal to 5. Oops, so let's do 4. There we go. I get built-in filters on a datasheet view form that I do not get on the multiple color. So here's the multiple color form. Notice I don't have any way to filter these columns, right? Because I can move the columns anywhere. Whereas datasheet mode, I have these cool built-in filters. Now there are also other changes we'll get into in future episodes, but this gets you started on the different types of forms and what they're useful for. So generally speaking, when you're using a datasheet form, obviously it's going to be tied to data. You're not going to use a blank form as in datasheet mode. Same thing with multiple items. Again, that's to display data. The benefit is, though, when you go to like that single form view, if you need a blank page, you just do form design. Oops, sorry. I did form design. That's kind of how you make a blank form. You can experiment around with it. You're not doing anything. Whereas these other ones are tied to data. So if I do form multiple colors here, this is tied to the data in the table. Now, if I'm in edit mode, if this is editable, that means I can highlight. This is a record selector. Remember what records are. That's the entire row. If I hit delete on here, it's going to warn me you're about to delete one record. So in this instance, this form is tied to the table and can talk to the table. It can edit it. I can edit this data I can delete it. I'm going to hit no, so it's going to undo it. And then let's say I didn't like the color purple, and it was instead it was called rock purple. That's the name of the color we want for the table. Now, when I go to the table itself, it's changed to rock purple because the form is not the table, but it is tied to the table. So you're able to have this table over here with all this data. This form is able to interface back and forth with this table. In future episodes, you'll see how the form can just be read-only and not be able to change the table, or only change certain parts of the table. But for now, this is just the basics. So right now we have just a basic form tied to, so this form, table colors, I'm sorry, this is the table, is tied to multiple forms. So watch this. If I go to, now this is the single color table. What happens if I hit delete? Oops, sorry. I'm gonna hit delete. Oh no, it does just delete. Here we go. Let me select the whole record. This is what's called your record selector. So that means, okay, this entire record, I hit delete. It's gonna warn me I'm about to delete one record. I'm gonna hit no. What happens if I go to that multi-form? Same thing. Select this record. You're going to literally delete yellow from, or I'm sorry, blue from the database. Hit no. What happens if I'm in the data sheet? Same thing. I select the record. Now you'll notice this one actually highlights the whole row because datasheet can only be one row. The entire row is the record. If I hit delete, it's going to warn me again. So these are forms that are tied to the data. If I go to this blank page that I made and I hit delete, right, nothing's going to happen because we're not looking at data. This is just kind of like your blank web page. So that is it. That is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helps. Please carry on. The next episode I think we're going to look at is, let's go with, I'm not sure, I think episode 2.3. Check out the links and descriptions. Eventually, when I post 2.3, we'll go more into forums and really start cooking. Thanks. I hope you enjoyed this. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications when I do upload, and thanks so much. Have a great day. There I am. Thank you.